All right, let's begin by introducing the supplied parts and hardware. We have two mounting brackets, right and left, and then we have two lower brackets, lower cross braces, and then one upper bracket or upper cross brace. And then we have a long through bolt, M12 diameter, plus washer and nylock nuts, two long spacers. Then we have four M8 by 25 millimeter long bolts, plus washers, two M8 nylock nuts and washers for the upper cross brace. And then we have four M8 by 20 millimeter long tapered Allen bolts, one rubber bumper that's going to get mounted on the right side on the side bracket, M6 by 12 millimeter bolt plus a washer for the left side bracket, and then an M5 by 30 millimeter bolt plus washer plus a spacer. And then M6 by 20 millimeter long bolts plus washers and nylock nuts is four of them. In terms of tools, ratchet plus extensions. And then 5 and 6 millimeter Allen bits, or you can use Allen keys. 10 and 8 millimeter wrenches or spanners, as well as a 13 millimeter wrench or spanner. Also, large ratchet and extensions. This is primarily for the long through bolt, 19 millimeter hex socket, and then a 15 millimeter and a 19 millimeter wrenches and socket.
Also, recommend that you use medium strength thread locker where it's indicated later on. So I'm gonna start by removing this nut here. And this is the 15 millimeter, okay? And the other thing you can also do, you can remove this bolt from here, 4 millimeter Allen. So if you don't have another person to help you, you can kind of just hug the bike and then hold it down on this end using an 8 millimeter Allen socket or Allen key. It's also good to have an extra ratchet and extension in case the key is not good enough for you. And then start turning, and we'll get loose like so. Spin the nut off. It's gonna come out like that, and then push the bolt through. I'm gonna use this. There you have it. The bolt's out. It's the original bolt. You can put it aside. So we're gonna start with the long through bolt. I'm starting on the right hand side. The nut with the washer and one spacer, I'm gonna put it on the other side because that's where I'm gonna need it. Okay, the spacer is gonna go in here in its corresponding hole inside the frame. The right side bracket goes through here, and I'm going to push the bolt all the way through like so, and this will just hang here for now. Okay, there is a big rubber bumper on the inside of it, so it can sit against the original skid plate. And now we can go on the other side. Okay, spacer. Perfect. Large bracket. Very gently, so you don't scratch any part of the engine or the tank or something inside. Try to feed it through. So you can pull on this hose, feed it through, nice and easy, and then hang it on top of it, and then grab the supplied nut and spin it on. Like so. Okay, you don't need to tighten it with a tool, just kind of pull it snug with your fingers, make sure that the bracket remains loose enough. And now you can grab the M6 by 15 millimeter long hex head bolt and line up the mounting holes here and just hand thread this bolt in. Just a few turns is good enough for now, and we're still nice and loose. So there's a hole here, and you will be able to put the extension through and then tighten this later on. So in case you are retaining the original skid plate, you can just remove this bolt using a 4mm Allen socket or an Allen key. And now we're gonna put the cross brace in place. The cross brace will be placed on top of the side brackets here. Suggest that you use a bit of a thread locker. Feed the bolt through and then start threading it in. This will kind of stay in place. And then if you want, you can prep 2 of the countersunk M8 bolts with thread locker. Like so. It's a bit too much, but better than none. And spin it in. No tools are needed. And now let's go on the other side. And we'll repeat the same. I'm gonna put a dab of medium strength Loctite and line up those mounting holes and hand thread the bolt in. First one, and then the second one. Like so. We're only gonna have to remove the left side panel as well as the windscreen and some other bits and pieces behind. Okay, so we can start with the 4mm Allen key or Allen socket and ratchet. All right, so now this is moving. There are a few grommets, rubber grommets, and some pins. You got to pull them out and also disconnect the turn signal. This is how far we got to go. Okay, you're going to be able to put the cross brace through the hole. I'll show you how. And these are the 2 holes that we have to line up the bracket with. So you got to make sure that the plastic tab that's here, you break it off. Okay, you will see it. It's barely attached to this main skirt here. You will be able to pop it off, and then turn the bracket sideways. Push it in, not too far though, and then start rotating. There you go, like so. And now you can prep the 2 M8 bolts, 8mm diameter bolts. I already put some blue Loctite. Okay, so put the bracket in place. I'm gonna reach in with the extension and turn this a few times as well. Your bike's front end is also in the wheel chock. You can essentially use this universal joint to reach in and turn the bolt. It's gonna be much easier.
Okay, now you can go ahead and mount the left side or right side, either or, and then grab the washer and the nylock nut, spin them on, leave them loose, and then the M8 by 25mm long bolts plus washers. Remember to use blue Loctite on these 2 bolts on each side. The other side is exactly the same steps, no difference. Again, same bolts, Loctite. Leave those bolts nice and loose. You don't need to tighten them with any tools just yet. So once that's done, crash bar is in place. Now we can go ahead and mount the lower cross brace to connect the right side, left side crash bars. M6 bolts, push them through from the outside in, all 4 of them, and then put the washers on first, and then spin on the nylock nuts, like so. Okay, now everything is in place. You can begin to gradually tighten every single bolt and nut. Do not pull one bolt all the way tight, all the way snug. It can pull on the structure. And then start all over again. Should you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email, info@outbackmotortek.com, or you can call toll free 877-931-3636. Thank you for watching.